I think it's recording. Yeah, I think it's recording. Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's GutterBratz and it's nice to see you again. It's been a minute and I think I've started every single video that I've posted on here by saying it has been a minute because I've just been so flaky with YouTube. I don't really have any excuses. I just didn't want to use my phone to record. So on that note, I bought a new camera. I can finally use my phone in videos because I bought a camera. So I can't complain anymore. I have to do this, or I want to do this. Like I want to do this, but like now I have reason to because I don't have to film on my phone. So this is going to be new. I'm going to be learning how to use this camera as I go along. I've never used a digital camera like this before. I've used a DSLR. That's about the extent of my camera knowledge. This sounds awful. This looks awful. I'm sorry. But I will learn as I make these videos. But yeah, today's video is a get to know me tag. I haven't done one of these. I haven't done anything like this. All I've ever done is answer questions on Instagram. And I never normally talk in them. I just write over the top of a picture. So why not do a YouTube video of a get to know me? I have a cup of coffee, so if you hear my rings tapping off of that, I'm sorry, that's what it is. That sounded awful. Anyways, if you're new here, please like the video, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. It really helps my channel to grow and I'm hoping to release more videos this year. I know I said it last year and I know I said it like a couple of months ago, but now that I have a camera, I am really hoping that I can do this. You know, I have the motivation to do it right now, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Anyways, get to know me tag video. I have just found a list of questions off of a website and I took some out and added some in, but that is what today's video is, so let's get into it. Question 1. What is your name? My name is Kit, or GutterBratz, or Kit GutterBratz, whichever you want to call me. What is your middle name? My middle name is Elaine, which is also my mum's name. Where are you from? I am from Angus, a small county in Scotland. Where do you live? I still live in the same county. I still live in Angus, Scotland, which is close to Dundee. Dundee's just the biggest city that's close to me. What do you do for a living? I run my own business. That's what I do for a living. I run Kitschy full-time self-employed, handmaking and designing jewellery. And if you're interested to see the jewellery that I make and design, then the link or the URL to my website is kitschy.co.uk and it'll be in the description box below, so you can go and have a wee look and yeah, check out the things that I do for a living. What is your favourite colour? My favourite colours are yellow and pink. Pink's kind of a given, but a lot of people don't know that yellow is probably my most favourite colour. I just really like yellow. What is your star sign? My star sign is Taurus Sun, Pisces Moon and Cancer Rising, I think. I'm like 96% sure that's what it is. How tall are you? I am 3 foot. No, I'm not. I'm 3 foot. No, I'm 5'3.5". The half's important. I'm almost 5'4". Might be 5'4". Not really sure. Always just say I'm 5'3.5". Do you have any tattoos? Yes. Not entirely sure how many I've got, but I have my sternum tattooed with a death moth. I have a barbed wire piece on my like rib cage. I have 2 little tattoos on my wrist. I have a wee tattoo on my thumb, which I did myself, which is really bad. A skull with a flower crown on my thigh. And I have a spooky lady on my other thigh, like 2 floral pieces down on the bottom of my leg, and then at the bottom of my other leg I have a snail, a bird skull, a ghost with boots, sun, a moon, a tooth, and a cross behind the tooth. I think that's them all. I'm booked in again in August this year to get the rest of my leg filled in and get that completed. I'm looking forward to that. Do you have any piercings? Yes, I do have piercings. I have my septum pierced. I have my lobes pierced twice. I used to have 7 cartilage piercings on my ear, but I had to take every single one of them out because my skin just wouldn't let them heal. So I only have 1 cartilage piercing left at the top of my, can you even see that? The top of my ear. What is your favourite music genre? So I like a lot of different things and I listen to a lot of different things. Like I can go from Kesha to Slipknot or 80s pop music to deathcore. There's a lot of music that I listen to, but the music I probably listen to most often is your pop punk, your alternative, metal, rock, those sort of. I just spilled my coffee on my bed. Knew this was a bad idea. Oh no. All over my socks. Don't sit on your bed with coffee. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I was saying music. I listen to mostly pop punk or rock or alternative. Just your alternative genres of music is probably where I would place the majority of my music taste. Who is your favourite musician? Hayley Williams.
Hayley Williams. Hayley Williams.
Hayley Williams is my favourite musician. I adore her. What is your favourite drink? Coffee. Although I just spilled it all over my bed, coffee is my favourite drink. I drink so much coffee that I just don't want to talk about it. I drink too much coffee, but I enjoy the taste of it. I'm pretty sure I'm caffeine intolerant now at this point. Yeah, I don't really wake up when I drink coffee now. What is your favourite snack? Anything that is labelled with salted caramel or caramelised biscuit or Biscoff is going to be my favourite snack. I love those flavours. You could literally give me anything that says salted caramel on it. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna probably enjoy it. Same with caramelised biscuit and Biscoff, which are the same thing. My favourite holiday. My favourite holiday is probably going to be when I went to Cancun in Mexico with my best friend in, I think it was 2014. I might be wrong with that, but I'm pretty certain off of the top of my head it was around about 2014. And that was the first time I'd ever been abroad. It was the first time I'd ever really been on a proper holiday, and it was just really exciting. I loved it. Like I really genuinely loved that holiday. I'm just sitting in a soggy coffee patch. What is my favourite pastime? Probably going for walks. I go on a lot of walks, and I would say that making jewellery is my favourite pastime. I find it very therapeutic to do, but it's not my favourite pastime because it is my job. That would be the only reason I wouldn't answer the question with that. I also like to listen to music and, you know, watch films, watch TV shows, much like anybody else. Just indulge in content that I can get online. Because I am a small business owner, a lot of the time I do have something I need to be doing, or I should be doing. I don't have a whole lot of extra time or spare time to spend doing things like this, so whenever I can get out for a walk, I try and go at least once every day. I try and go out for a walk. In fact, one of my other favourite pastimes is probably going to the gym. I make time for the gym every single morning. I love going to the gym and I find it just very relaxing, and that's when I tend to sit and watch a TV show as well. I'll run on the treadmill for half an hour and I'll watch an episode or something, or I'll watch half of a film because it keeps me motivated and it keeps me going. What is my favourite sport? That's quite a difficult question because I don't think watching sport is entertaining, so I don't watch any sport. I was never really that much of an athletic person when I was younger, so the only sport why am I doing that? The only sport that I kind of take part in is running and weight training. If that counts as a sport, that's probably my favourite sport. What is something that you're talented at? Makeup? Can I say makeup? I'm not like completely amazing and, you know, brilliant with makeup, but I do think that my skills in makeup have improved drastically. Even since last year, like I've changed the way that I do my makeup, I've changed the way I do my eyes. I still have a lot of learning to do with my makeup, but I think makeup is something that I am talented at, or at least I like to think that I am. What is something that you wish you were talented at? Playing music or singing, or, you know, just being musically inclined, being able to play an instrument. I think I started learning to play guitar when I was about 16 or 17. At that point, like I just couldn't really get it. I can play a couple of little songs, but I'm not very good at it. You know, I sing along to music, but I am not a singer by any means. Not a singer at all. That's something I really, really wish I could do. I would love to be in a band or a singer, or be able to play bass or drums, just something, literally anything. If I could be musically inclined, I would love it. Are you competitive? Yeah. Yes, I am competitive, but not in like a bad way, more in like I'm competitive with myself. I won't try and better other people or be number one or be the best at this, that, or the next thing. I just want to be better than I was, and I'm competitive with myself and what I've previously achieved. What is the best compliment you've received? When people tell me that my hair reminds them of Hayley Williams, that is the best compliment. Imagine being compared to Hayley Williams. Like, I can't. What are some of your bad habits? I have plenty of bad habits, I really do. Some of the worst ones I probably have are self-doubt. Like, I doubt everything I do. Every decision I make, I tend to doubt what I'm doing. It gets really bad sometimes, but I wish I could kind of improve that bad habit or, you know, eradicate it. I am very doubtful of myself and my own abilities. That's probably one of my worst habits. I also apologize a lot when I'm not the one that should be apologizing. I apologize in situations where, you know, I shouldn't be apologizing at all, but I'll say sorry anyway. And I say a lot of negative things about myself. That's another bad habit which I would like to change, but it is one of those things that it's very difficult to train your brain not to think and say bad things about yourself. Those are probably my top 3 bad habits. What are your favorite things about yourself? I'm only going to say one, I think. My favorite thing about myself is my teeth. Physically, anyway, I really like my teeth. That's probably the only physical part of my appearance that I actually do really like. And I get a lot of compliments on my teeth, so I'm proud of them. What is on top of your bucket list? See new places, go new places, meet new people, do new things, experience new experiences, just get around and enjoy my life. I suppose that's what everybody wants to do. That's on top of everybody's bucket list. That is really up there for like the top of my bucket list of things to do. What are 3 of my long-term goals? Long-term, I would love to see Kitschy continue to be successful and grow, you know, become something bigger than what it is just now. Yeah. I could love that. That's so exciting to think about, all the things that it could become, or, you know, it could expand into. Just thinking about that makes me really excited. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but I definitely think it'll be worth it in the end. Another one of my long-term goals is to buy a house. Yes, I would like to buy myself a house, be financially stable enough to buy a house, move out and just have my own space. And my final long-term goal is to improve my physique and my fitness levels, which I currently am doing. Like, I train 4 to 5 times a week in the gym every morning. I've already seen improvements. I really started to focus on this about 8 weeks ago, 6 to 8 weeks ago, somewhere in that range. I really began to stick to this and actually create a plan and stick to a plan and stick to a nutrition guide. You know, look out for all the wee things that you have to do to improve these things. And I have been seeing changes, so I'm just going to keep going with that, stay motivated with it, and hopefully I will see the changes that I want to. What are 3 of my short-term goals? So the first of my 3 short-term goals is to create a schedule or a routine and stick to it, to give myself that sort of structure that I am now lacking in my life, that I don't have a job where I'm employed by someone and I am self-employed and I have to do this all myself. I have to tell myself what to do, and I need to tell myself this needs done by then, this is your deadline, this is how long you have to do it, this is how long you should be spending on it. That sort of thing just really works well with my brain. Without that structure, I can become very complacent, and I don't like to use the word lazy, but I do become quite lazy and I don't get things done that I need to get done, and I don't meet the deadlines that I set for myself. So creating myself a routine and a structure to stick to that works for me is something that I am looking to do short term. Just be able to create a balance in my life of my work, my social, and what's the other thing? Work, life, balance. You know, just really bring everything together and have a lot of balance in my life and have a lot of structure, because I'm someone who works really well with having a structure. So that's one of my short-term goals, is to just create that schedule and stick to it. Another one of my short-term goals is to improve my productivity, and improving my productivity will come with creating that structure and creating that schedule for myself. So kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone with that. And my final short-term goal is to experiment more with my makeup. I've become really interested in sort of theatrical gothic makeup or alternative looks. I don't really know what the type of makeup is called or what this type of style is called, but it's really dramatic, sort of black paint on the neck, big dramatic eyes, lots of different things on the face. I don't know how to explain it, but I just really love the way that it looks, and I would love to experiment with it myself and see if I can find something that I'm comfortable doing. I had no idea the camera ends after a certain amount of time, so this is going to be a really long video. What is your biggest accomplishment? So starting my own business and being successful doing that, that's definitely one of my biggest accomplishments. accomplishments. Graduating uni with a first class honours in digital interaction design, that's, you know, definitely another accomplishment. I suppose this one ties into the first one, being self-employed, like being able to take that leap and go self-employed. That just feels amazing. Like that's something I am so extremely proud of myself being able to do that. We're getting into the relationship part of these questions. Okay. Are you single or taken? I'm single and I've been single for the past 2 years, and it will have been about this time. So yeah, past 2 years and then still single. But how many relationships have you been in? I mean, long-term, more serious relationships, probably 3 off of the top of my head. I'll go with 3. Not confident it's 3, but I think it's 3 sort of long-term, more serious relationships, not the ones that you have in the first and second year where, you know, you're together for 2 weeks. Not including any of those. What is an ideal first date for you? I don't think I've ever been on a first date, like an official first date. I don't think I've ever been on anything like that. So I don't really have anything to base this off of. I suppose something that was fun, something that would create conversation in case things got awkward or conversation kind of cut out and died down a little bit. Just something that keeps you talking, because there is nothing worse than an awkward silence with someone that you don't know very well. So yeah, definitely something that would keep you chatting. What is something that you look for in a partner? Loyalty and trust. Those are very important values to me, and I have failed to find those in any of my past relationships. So I'm not very good at looking for people with those qualities. Who knew that trust and loyalty would be such difficult qualities to have as a person? But, you know, apparently some people don't. Okay, we're past all the relationship questions now. Who is your role model? Hayley Williams. Yeah, Hayley Williams. I admire her so much. So much. Hayley Williams. Yes. Which of your parents are you most like? I would probably say that I am most like my mum, I think. I definitely take qualities from both of them and personality things from both of them. I feel like I look more like my dad, but I get a lot more of my personality from my mum. What was the last book that you read? The last book that I read was probably The Hobbit, I think. I haven't read a book in a long time. It was a summer a couple of years ago. I read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, but I can't remember which one it was. So one of those. What is your favourite quote? I don't know. I'm not one of those people that really cares about quotes. The only quote that is coming to like the top of my head is "Not all those who wander are lost." I have no deep meaning to that. It's just the only one that I can think of right now, and I'm pretty sure that is from Lord of the Rings. I don't even know if that's accurate, like that's the correct words, but that is the only quote that I can think of right now, so that one. What was your favourite subject in school? It was probably computing and photography. What was your worst subject in school? Languages. Any of the languages. I just can't. I think I studied French, and the only reason that I passed my French speaking exam, or at least I'm fairly certain the only reason I passed my French speaking exam, is because I cried. I think the person who was judging, that's not the right word, who was marking me felt sorry for me and just gave me a pass. Because I think it was, at that point, it was National 5, so it was pass or a fail. It wasn't a grade, and I'm fairly certain the only reason I passed that was because I cried from stress. I hate languages. I'm not very good at them, and I've never been good at them. The same goes for English. I can hardly string one sentence together, so not even very good at my own language. I can't remember what I got in school for my English. No idea. What subject were you best at in school? That would probably be computing or photography. I really enjoyed photography. I spent a lot of my time in school in the computing area of the building. I'm probably not very good at it now. That's what I went to when I went to university. I initially went to study computing science, and I studied it for 1.5 years before I realized this really isn't what I'm supposed to be doing or where I'm supposed to be. So I ended up changing course and going to do digital interaction design, which is what I graduated with. So yeah, it definitely wasn't the course for me. It was too, it was too boring, really. It wasn't creative at all, and that was the aspect of computing that I enjoyed at school, was the creativity aspect of it. I enjoyed designing websites, and I enjoyed being able able to like create digital creative pieces, if that even makes sense. So when I went over to do digital interaction design, that's kind of what it was. Like, it was user experience design and user interface design, and that was the aspect of computing in school that I enjoyed. I just didn't know that I could go and study a course in that. Who was your favourite teacher? My favourite teacher was probably the computing science teacher, especially in the last 2 years of school. It was probably my computing teacher. Are you in or have you been to university? I think I've already answered this question really. Yes, I graduated last year with a first in digital interaction design. What app do you use the most? Instagram. Without a doubt, Instagram. I don't even want to know how long I spend on that app, but it's 100% Instagram. What piece of technology can you not live without? I would say my phone. I can't live without my phone. I run my business off of my phone. I use my phone for social media. I use my phone to cure boredom. I don't think I could live without my phone. And then there's the contacting aspect of it. Like, you kind of need that. So yeah, I couldn't live without my phone. What countries have you visited? I have been to UK, obviously. I've been to England. I've been to Northern Ireland. I've been to Germany, the Netherlands, and Mexico. That's all the places I've been to. Where would you like to visit? I would love to go to New Zealand. I would love to go to Japan, and I would love to go to Switzerland. Don't really have a reason for Switzerland. I would just really like to go. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? Don't ignore red flags when you see them. That's definitely what I would tell myself. Don't ignore the red flags. And if you are watching this video right now and you are ignoring the red flags, stop it. Don't do it. Listen to yourself. I would also tell myself not to seek happiness from others and, find it with myself, which I'm still trying to do, but I would definitely tell my younger self that more than I would tell my adult self that. Tea or coffee? I mean, I've spilled coffee all over my bed already, so you probably know that I was going to choose coffee. I love coffee. Cats or dogs? I can't decide. That's a difficult question. I have a cat and I have a dog and I love them both. Yeah, I can't decide. What sports do you played or have you played? When I was in school, I used to play football for the school team. I played a little bit of basketball when I was in primary school, but obviously I did not take that forward into my teen years or my adult life because I am short. I'm really small, so I just wouldn't make a good basketball player. And the only sports that I take part in now are weight training and running. What is your favourite book? Lord of the Rings, I think. I don't read a whole lot. I'm just gonna go with that because I have actually read that. What is your favourite movie? This is a really easy question, actually. My favourite movies are any that have Spider-Man in them. Oh, do I love Spider-Man. I
Love Spider-Man.
So literally any movie with Spider-Man in it is my favourite movie. Do you speak any other languages? No. I can maybe speak a little bit of French, but I could not speak to someone in French. I can maybe say like a couple of words in French. My brain does not let me learn languages. See, I can barely even speak English. The only languages that I do know and I am quite good at is programming languages. There's a few programming languages that I know how to use and I can use them relatively well. So if that counts as a language, then I'll include it. Do you have any siblings? Yes. I have an older brother and a younger sister. How would you describe your fashion sense? I tried. What are some of your favourite TV shows? This list could go on forever, it really could. You've got The Umbrella Academy, Stranger Things, New Amsterdam, Lucifer. I'm gonna check my list because I wrote down a list of these. Peaky Blinders, Sweet Tooth, Witcher, American Horror Story, My Little Pony, She-Ra, Love, Death, Robots, Sex Education, Black Mirror. I could probably name more. I do watch a lot of TV shows, but those were the ones that came to the top of my head when I planned this video. PC or Mac? I have a MacBook, so I'll just go with Mac. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone 11. That's the end of those questions. This is going to be a really long video, but if you have made it this far, I hope you've really enjoyed this video and I hope you come back to watch the videos that I put up in the future, which hopefully there will be a lot more than I posted last year. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed learning about me. It's felt really weird talking so much about myself. It's nice to meet you and I hope you know me a little bit better now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I will leave my @ on screen here and it will be in the description box below as well. All of the links for me are in the description box. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Bye bye!